and welcome to Prepared Leaders, where we'll teach you the secret formula you have been missing when it comes to self-improvement and some leadership tips that will help you climb the ladder of success. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to be notified every time a new video is uploaded. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Do you ever see yourself as a leader? Being a leader is indeed an ideal job. Leaders have authority and more influence over how things are going to turn out. People look up to leading figures, and while they are frequently given additional duties as well as benefits, not everyone will have what it takes to be a leader. Leadership requires ability and diligence, which are not always appealing to everyone pursuing their goals. If you do wish to take the reins and lead, to help you stand out though, think about utilizing any of these suggestions. In this video, I'll be sharing with you tips on how to be a better leader. Number 1. Study other leaders. Studying other leaders will be the first piece of advice. Do you really have any heroes among some of the leaders? There are several other publications available that document lessons from leaders throughout history and many industries, so you will look forward to learning from them. The trips that leaders take may not always be enjoyable. Take some time to read about the setbacks, difficulties, and struggles that your favorite leaders have encountered over the years. You could come across some common wisdom and experiences that will support you on your own path to leadership excellence. Number 2. Developing talent takes effort. The second piece of advice would be that working to develop talent takes effort. Depending on the field you work in and the assignments you have, leadership refers to different skills. Learn what qualifications are required for the role by speaking with business experts in your field. You want to see for yourself, then invest the necessary effort in honing those talents. Even if they aren't explicitly recognized for the schooling or development necessary to develop their talents, leaders frequently have to labor in the background to prepare themselves for a leadership job. Recognize that your efforts will be rewarded. Number 3. Believe that you are a leader. The third is to think of yourself first as a leader. Before you enter a room, get ready and convince yourself that you really are a leader. That you are really strong, that you are really confident, that you do have the ability to handle the toughest obligations. If you bring the energy of a leader to a group, the group will come to accept your position. If you walk into a room with your head held high and your shoulders back, it will indicate confidence. People can tell whether or not you are a leader just by your body language, so your brain has to first believe it. Your posture is crucial to effectively conveying your stance to others. When introducing oneself to others, stand tall, make eye contact with a person, and shake hands firmly. When you approach a situation with confidence, others will follow you and have faith in your ability to handle the duties. Number 4. Taking on more tasks. Taking on more tasks is the fourth tip. You should offer your assistance if you have to. And if a leader is assigning you a duty that you are confident you can complete well, if you really are aware of a leader who is having a difficult time recruiting volunteers, please step forward. Even if you begin taking on only modest chores at first, you will ultimately build up to taking on even more responsibilities. The more visible you are in a group, company, or team, the more people will get to know you and know that they can rely on you. Number 5. Brainstorming. Sharing your ideas is the fifth tip, and do not be hesitant to share your ideas with your team or a group. Doing so will be tantamount to taking on tasks, because leaders also have to be able to implement plans and also have visions. Even though you don't even have a solution alone, you can find alternative ways that your group can come up with a solution together. If you are more active in a team or group, the more others will look up to you. Sit down and write these ideas down or have someone else write them down so that you have a document to refer to in the future. Try to ask questions that gather information and guide your team towards a solution. Number 6. Listen to other people. The sixth piece of advice is to truly listen to other people. Not all leaders are born with big mouths. Before and during the course of taking command, pay very close attention to everyone else around you, what they believe about a situation, and what skills and solutions they can truly provide. If you pay close attention to other individuals, you may connect their ideas with opportunities and bring them to the table. Therefore, in order to be a leader, you must first be able to inspire others to follow you. Even though some leaders can instill fear and intimidation in their followers, you will succeed so much more if your team genuinely believes that they will always gain from following your example. To help your team see how much they can profit from you, give them responsibilities, opportunities, and affirming feedback. Number 7. Develop delegation skills. The seventh suggestion is to develop delegation skills. In order to do more and give your team a sense of self-worth, leading sometimes doesn't mean taking on every duty. You must develop delegation skills. When you've already compiled a list of tasks that must be completed for such a project to be completed, delegation requires preparation and taking into account the abilities of everyone on your team. It also requires humility and the belief that someone else can perform a task as well as you can, if not better. Find out what you can delegate to others and who can carry it out in the best way feasible. Always accept help from your team if they offer it, but make sure to check in with the individuals who have already taken on each task. As an entrepreneur myself, sometimes it's so much easier to invest up to 8 hours in teaching someone how to do something correctly than it would be to spend a couple of hours day after day correcting their mistakes for a whole year. Number 8. Respect other leaders. The eighth suggestion is to respect other leaders. In your company, you might not be the only one attempting to take the reins. In fact, you might be working with a designated leader. So even if you believe you might do better, you should still respect the roles that each member of your team plays. If you want to be a larger and more complex leader, don't undermine someone else's abilities or accomplishments. If you're not yet a leader, you should always be patient. Share your ideas and step it up when everything is appropriate. You will eventually wait for a position to open up for you to become a leader. Many leaders have earned theirs without boasting or bragging about the work that they have done to establish that kind of leadership. Number 9. Awareness of various kinds of leaders. And the final piece of advice I have for you is to be aware that there are various kinds of leaders. There are many different types of leaders, and your members of the team will benefit from having such a diverse collection of leaders. Although it may sound cliche, do not be scared to establish yourself as a leader that lead by having various management styles and leadership abilities. Assuming that your group isn't a totalitarian regime, use this opportunity to collaborate with other leaders and discover a way to be the kind of leader your group needs you to be. And to summarize the tips I shared in this video, study other leaders, developing talent takes effort, believe that you are a leader, taking on more tasks, brainstorming, listen to other people, develop delegation skills, respect other leaders, and awareness of various kinds of leaders. And that is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and turn on the notification bell so you'll know when I upload new content. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you on my next video.